Well, that's right. Sam Schmidt is the first ever quadriplegic to have a special driver's license that will now allow him to drive on Nevada's roadways. It's that piece of plastic along with some new advanced technology that's helping him pave the way for others with disabilities. Much of the crime scene has already been cleared, but these orange and green lines behind me paint a painful picture for people living in this neighborhood. Just look around. As you can tell, property here is well maintained because the HOA requires it for all residents living here. But when this new neighbor moved to town about 3 months ago, as you can tell, they obviously didn't get the memo. And with Nevada being a battleground state, President Bill Clinton urged voters to get out for early voting, which begins October 22nd to November 4th. Not only do you get a chance to possibly win a rose at the rose ceremony, but if you're lucky, you might even make it to the fantasy suite. Well, good morning, Rick. You're finding a very windy Marti Glaser this morning.
It was a surprise.
Well, it's a water main break.
Oh, okay.
So we actually don't really have any lakes here.
Okay, no lakes here except for Lake Mead.
Teens say that they cut through this apartment complex and they were on their way to Walmart just past these gates when that truck wasn't slightly damaged, it was totaled, a result of a police chase that ended when that driver went through that Jersey wall near the North Las Vegas golf course, crossing 2 lanes of traffic, coming to an abrupt stop in that parking lot. Dogs do what dogs do, but it's a dog owner's duty to clean up after them. But obviously some dog owners around here aren't seeing the sign.
Action News reporter Marti Glaser is live at Valley View in Charleston with the latest.
Now, Chris, just to give you an idea of the extent of the damage, we are on the backside of the building where business owners say this is where that fire started last night, now causing many businesses the task of having to rebuild.
Gone.
Daniel Wang is one of 500 members who not only attends but help build the Asian Cultural Center.
We can rebuild the building, but not all this cultural heritage.
A place he says not only instills Chinese cultural values and customs, but teaches everything from Filipino to Japanese culture.
It's very, very sad to see it like this way, you know. All our efforts just gone.
The center was established 2 years ago, but just 3 months ago, this became its new home. And now burnt debris, rubble, and the lingering odor of smoke are all that remains. After a fire that broke out just before midnight, fire officials continue to investigate the cause of the blaze.
We have a lot of information about our culture, but I believe it's all gone. We have ancient Chinese clothes, you know, but I believe they are gone too.
A half a dozen businesses were also affected, now forced to pick up the pieces. Roger Tabor runs a downtown Las Vegas soccer club next door. With the Mayor's Cup just 3 weeks away,
we have 450 plus teams coming from around the world.
But the fire isn't stopping them from moving full steam ahead.
We're resilient. That's part of the message we want to teach these kids. We don't just raise money for them. We hope lead by example.
Overcoming and moving forward, something the fire can't destroy.
It's hard to recollect all the cultural information, but we will do it. We have to do it.
Now, fire officials say it will take a couple of days, possibly even more, to find out the cause of this fire and to assess all the damage. Reporting live, Marti Glaser, 13 Action News.
Well, tonight, 13 Action News reporter Marti Glaser shows us the latest mobile slot machine technology geared for us ladies at the Global Gaming Expo.
Who will he choose?
At the Global Gaming Expo in Las Vegas, The Bachelor is among hundreds of new games just released by Scientific Games aimed at female players. And some say there are quite a few out there.
If you look at the slot player demographic, more women actually play slot games than men.
Not only do you get a chance to possibly win a rose at the rose ceremony, but if you're lucky, you might even make it to the fantasy suite.
It's all about romance.
Men, you might want to cover your ears.
It's all about love. It's all about roses and rings.
And over here at the Aristocrat booth, a sure win for the ladies.
We are excited to announce our new Tim McGraw slot machine.
And they weren't the only ones excited to cash in.
Now when you see that
that game right next to you over there with Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
Does that spark your interest?
Yes, something like that. It looks pretty good. That's why everybody's sitting and playing. They're all full up. Must be a good game.
And sometimes you just have to wait.
For the Tim McGraw game that you see here, it'll be coming out in the middle of 2017.
Unfortunately, ladies,
It's not one of the prizes to win a date with Tim McGraw.
Well, since we missed the real Tim McGraw this morning, it just looks like I've got 2 more to choose from. Marti Glaser, 13 Action News.
it's hard to tell who is more excited. Nala, the 11-month-old golden retriever, or her parents, Joey Beltran, and his pregnant girlfriend, Kelsey Pettit. Volunteer rescue crews had been searching for Nala since she went missing last Wednesday. Nala dumped out the car window when her owner, Joey Beltran, got in a rollover crash.
I'm sorry, baby.
The two were headed to California to say their goodbyes to Beltran's mom, who died a day later from cancer. And as Joey grieved, people searched.
Just random people that took the time out of their day to come and help. It means the world to me.
After close to a week of searching for her, today Nala is finally going home.
It wasn't a family without Nala.
Beltran also has a baby girl on the way.
Being that Nala can't meet her now, it's amazing.
Making what's been one of the most difficult times in his life a bit easier.
There are no words, I just know that, my mom is with me, so, she made all this possible.
Marti Glaser, 13 Action News.
From the time Sam Schmidt was 5 years old, he knew he wanted to be a race car driver. So it's no surprise he grew up to become one.
I won IndyCar race here in Nevada in September 1999, and 3 months later I hit the wall.
His childhood dream turned reality came to a screeching halt. The accident left him paralyzed from the neck down.
I absolutely never thought I would be behind a wheel again.
That was until 3 years ago when he was introduced to Aero Electronics.
I was in my office at my house in Henderson, and it was pretty simple. Would you like to drive again?
Immediately said, if you build it, I'll drive it.
Once reliant on others to drive him around, Schmidt's back in the driver's seat again with the help of a semi-autonomous vehicle. Here's how it works.
Turn my head to the left, car goes to the left, turn to the right, it goes to the right. I blow on the gas, it goes, just like pushing on a foot pedal. And when I suck on the straw, it brakes.
And after passing his driving test a few weeks ago, today he now has a driver's license to prove it.
Just this amazingly overwhelming sense of being normal again, which it doesn't happen very often in this situation.
After more than a decade, he can finally see the open road ahead.
That's what the trick is, right? Yeah. You get it going and then let off. Yeah.
Officials with Aero Electronics say this type of car is perfectly safe for others on the road, and I'll break down just how that's possible coming up at 6 on 13 Action News. Reporting live, Marti Glaser, 13 Action News.
I love you, kids. Can I have a group hug?
For owner Tim Harris,
I love you, kids.
Today it was about cherishing moments. Moments with kids.
Thank you, guys.
With longtime patrons.
I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you too.
Moments like this.
I wanted to eat my final meal with my brother before Christmas.
His brother Tommy.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Buddy.
Oh, yeah.
After 5 years in business,
thank you for coming on the final day.
Tim decided, as hard as this moment was,
you guys have a safe trip and bless you.
Love you.
He was ready to give it all up for something he loved more than his restaurant.
Her name is Tiffany, and I love her.
His girlfriend, Tiffany.
This is the best feeling for me because I never had a boyfriend like most people. And it's really crazy that he decided to pick his girlfriend over his restaurant.
I love her.
Pure love.
She's the love of my life. And I want to grow old with her one day.
He's romance through and through. He's romance to his core. He's willing
to put that aside and put it on hold to pursue his dream of love.
Congratulations.
At the end of the day, isn't that what every parent wants for their child?
That he's found love and that he wants to pursue his life is our dream. It's any parent's dream for any of their children.
Hey, well, guess what?
That wasn't in the plans, no. But we've always let Tim, you know, lead and live his own life.
But then again, it wasn't that unexpected. Look at everything Tim has already accomplished.
You know, so the last group right here. Oh, yeah! Tim Fish is officially closed!
He may be the only Down syndrome restaurant owner in the country.
When Tim was a baby, we would have never imagined, but he's there now. He is making his mark in the world, and he's ready to fly.
It's locked now. It's officially closed.
As it is officially locked?
Yeah.
Guess what I got from you?
What's that?
I get the final hug!
Final hug! Oh, yeah!
Marti Glaser, KOB Eyewitness News 4.